I am just.
But
normal.
given a chance, will you open in OnlyFans? Given a chance. LGBTQ.
HDMI PS5, bro.
Yeah.
I could go out tonight and get 30 niggas. I'm still gonna wake up tomorrow,
And
open
watch-
some porn, and have my rose.
That's
Like,
a very, very few percentage of online dating relationships
yeah.
end in marriage, you know.
I feel like right now we as men we have resembled as keyboard warriors because this was more like a female thing.
Do you feel like people have made love an aesthetic? Where it's like, I want to find love, but you don't want to find love for the right reasons.
Hey yo, what do you YouTube? It's your boy Mr. Traex. We're back. This is your favorite podcast in Poland. We're back in this thing, yo. What do you do, guys? Are you good?
We good.
What up,
we good.
Traex? How is it?
They ask me how I'm doing, and
Welcome back,
I'm doing Gucci. I'm doing Gucci.
Gucci?
No, what it is?
It's
I'm doing
crazy.
Gucci. That's how I feel. I'm doing
It's crazy
Gucci.
that you're doing Gucci. What's your emphasis?
I'm doing Gucci. You see me, Louis V.
Today's energy, I feel it's hot, bro.
Man is not hot.
We have a lot to do, bro.
Anyway,
We have a lot of gist today.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
So let's
The
dig in.
crazy one.
Yeah, man.
gonna
So
make
I had one topic today. So is online dating killing romance? What do you think, guys? Like, what's the word on this one?
Let's give it up to the woman.
First,
Yo.
Women.
Ladies.
Not gonna lie, online dating for me personally, I haven't had any luck with it because I feel like I need to have built certain connections in me to actually like get to levels with certain people. So it's like with online dating, it's like I go on Twitter, Tinder, Bumble, all of them sound the same.
So you
and
used
it's
all
like,
of the dating sites.
bro, like I've only been single like what 2 months.
What were you looking for? Something serious or just casual?
Not any. That's the thing. I'm literally at the bottom of the pit. Like I'm looking for nothing serious. Like I just wanna see vibes and go on dates and have fun. But it's hard. It's fucking hard. Like everyone's been reduced to a number in the system. No one's actually a human being anymore.
So tell me,
which is what sucks.
your gender, you're trying to have fun. You're not looking for someone to date.
Exactly.
You are the
Something
people
serious.
killing the online.
We're not killing it. Like it's like I wanna have dates and stuff, but it doesn't mean I wanna make you my girlfriend or my boyfriend.
Yeah, I feel
Like
you.
it's not that serious. Like why should we start there? So yeah, like that's my child. Like okay, it's killing the whole romantic.
I do
thing
respect it
behind
because like she's
but
being honest.
Yeah,
She's being honest, straight to the point.
yeah.
So you actually write on the profile that something casual.
Yes, I even say I'm up for fun dates, and I'm not out
Short
here saying
term
I want to
or
fall in love, bitch. I ain't trying to fall in love with nobody.
No,
Okay,
I
if you
feel
are honest, then it's cool.
Yeah, I mean I'm dead ass. I'm dead.
people have hidden agendas
Straight
when
to
it
the
comes
point.
to
I like people who are
online
straight to the
dating.
point.
Yeah, like
Exactly, because I felt you understand what actually women looking for on.
wait. So as men, what do you guys write on your profiles? Like,
Me, I've never been on Tinder or any dating site.
I'm not gonna lie, I have.
But
Me, I
for
only-
those who have been there,
It, but I've never.
Yeah, later on deleted it, but like
what was your main goal?
My what's
What were you looking for?
long term.
What do you
you're trying to
gonna
find
lie.
love online.
I never.
not
No,
gonna lie,
people,
it was
people
long
are
term.
actually
I'm trying to find
people,
wife,
people
bro,
are
that
actually
you-
doing that because we have a good example of pop the balloon. People actually getting married and get along, and then at the end of the day, they're actually dating. They actually
Yeah, it
that's
depends
the
on,
main.
like what you're looking for. At
But
a
I
certain
feel like
point.
the balloon is just for cloud, bro.
It's not really for
Most-
cloud.
like,
Okay, honestly
who's
speaking.
normal that goes there.
Okay, fine. Now, please, what you mean normal? Anyway, people are serious actually going there because people have the hidden agendas whenever they go to pop the balloon and find love. You understand? Because some are looking for clout, like you said. I agree, but some are actually looking for love. You understand? Because before they introduce themselves, they're like, "What's your Instagram handle?" They can share the Instagram handle because they want to be known. You get it? That's the idea.
Do you feel like people have made love an aesthetic. Where it's like, I want to find love, but you don't want to find love for the right reasons.
It shows like a very, very few percentage of online dating relationships
Yeah.
end in marriage, you know.
Exactly.
It shows like also around 10% of people who meet online,
Yeah.
only around 10% are happily satisfied in relationships. Because I feel like you have to meet someone in the public, you know, and admire them, you know, not just like
I feel like we like, as human beings, we like the chase and the hunt, you know?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
part of it.
That's
So I feel like if I'm gonna hunt you from my bed while I'm just laying there, like it's not the hunt.
no,
I
no.
need to
Just to
proper
put
chase
effort.
you.
I feel like
Hey,
I feel
you know?
like right now we as men we have resembled as keyboard warriors because this was more like a female thing. Because you females are like keyboard warriors, you can say whatever. you want.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
there is that stereotype that men have to approach the female, so then
exactly.
that's how it works.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Do you have anything to say about that?
I'm listening to you.
It's like, I'm digesting, I am digesting.
Exactly. So I think maybe right now in this
Yeah.
day and age, not every female we actually want to hear whatever you're gonna say on internet. Like, oh, you're more like I like your chocolate skin, bro.
yeah,
What the
that's
fuck
crazy,
is that?
that's crazy.
That's crazy. You understand? When you interact with someone in person, you feel like, okay, this is the person that I'm actually talking to. It's far much more better because
Yeah.
right now, bro, the internet is full
But-
of scammers.
full of scammers.
Catfishing and whatever.
But that's the
Thank
nature
you
of
so much.
You know how it's worth it is when you see the couples that actually make it work. Like I was in South Africa and he was in fucking India or some shit, and then it's like you guys are together. You guys have been married like
the fewer
20 years.
percentage.
Like,
Like, how many people did you find who made it
but
happen like
that's
that?
I'm like sometimes it's worth the sacrifice because at the end of the day we're all human beings. We're gonna
Yeah.
die anyways. So like, why not have other people just enjoy the creations we make, even though they fuck us up most of the time? Why not have those human beings who actually benefit from the creations? Just have them.
Yeah,
like,
I feel you. I feel
cool.
you.
Like,
So yeah,
if
for
it
me, I
works
just
out,
feel like,
it works
I
out.
just feel like
yeah.
more physical is better, like the chase. Because like online is even killing people, you know. Even
That's
if
right.
you check
But-
like on Instagram, there's people. I feel like online is killing people, you know. Because I feel like even on Instagram, there's people who are even like just stalking people, you know. Like they don't even talk to you. They just like stalk you, like they don't. talk to
Yeah,
you.
because I
Bro,
once had
that
this story.
does.
Because you can claim that you know Tamir via Instagram.
Yeah.
You have never interacted with her,
absolutely
and then you
nothing.
just claim that I know her.
You
know
just
she's
know
like
the,
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
you know
you
the
just-
personality she orchestrated for you. You know
Exactly.
nothing about
Yeah,
it.
So
online
that-
is about the thing they give you, not
Yeah.
exactly who
Who
they
they
are.
are.
But
Exactly.
there's a specific type of like social media or maybe different type of social media platform in which you can find that this person is like this on Instagram and TikTok and other social platforms.
You have
Yeah.
to double check everywhere.
Everything, yeah, exactly. Because right now, Instagram is all about the aesthetics.
Yeah,
You get it.
It's not
Exactly.
about like real stuff, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Some people even use music they don't like on the stories. I don't know.
Me, listen, I have a Finsta and I have a thing. I used to be wild on my account. Like that as from word go.
Yeah.
Anybody who knows me from way back when will know I used to be crazy. Like I'd be out here getting errors from Instagram saying they took my post down. That's how crazy I used to be, okay?
You should have
So-
just only opened the OnlyFans.
Listen, back then there was no OnlyFans, so I was just doing the most for free.
Yeah.
For free. So yeah, that shit happened, right?
Yeah.
But like I did that shit, right? And I
Yeah.
went on a break and I started a Finsta where I could just be normal. Not even like rah, rah, rah. Like I'm just normal and I just know normal shit because I know normal shit bugs Instagram people.
Yeah,
they
true,
don't like
true,
to
true.
see you just post your drink. They like, no, where you at?
Yeah.
The Instagram asks for too much. So now what I do, my main, I keep it like professional, like a LinkedIn. Basically, my main is my LinkedIn. I am just
But
normal.
given a chance, will you open in OnlyFans? Given a chance.
You just want to have love just to say you have love. Do you feel like maybe some human beings have adapted to that lately because they just want to be booed up, they want to go on trips,
They just want to have someone.
Yeah, they want the benefits of
To have
being in a
someone.
relationship
No,
without
like-
the actual relationship.
I mean,
Do you guys
I
feel
really,
that?
I really
I feel
don't know what you mean by like benefits of being loved or maybe being with
okay,
someone.
let me talk from a feminine,
Yeah,
female
okay.
perspective.
Yeah.
We want to go on the trips. We want you to spoil us, get us gifts, pizza, take us out, call us bae, you know, make love, the kisses, the hand
you don't want the
holding, the everything, but
You don't want the actual.
Yeah, it's like, do you really want the actual relationship,
But-
or you just want those benefits? And even from, I don't know how the male opposite of that same thing, what I'm saying, I don't know what you men would perceive in that same way, like what I just said. Do you guys think you also do the same thing, where it's like you want all those things without actually getting to a serious relationship and having the hard stuff, like the fights, like you guys just want the situationship? You don't want to be in a relationship.
Yeah, on that one, yeah, I feel like it even happens in the physical dating, not just online, you know. So on that topic, there's always going to be relationship scammers, you know, like physical or online, whatever.
Yeah.
There's always going to be relationship scammers. So I think on that one, we just have to leave it like that, because there's scammers all the time, you know. But I feel like in the online presence, yeah, there's a lot of scammers and a lot of scamming happening, you know. So I don't know, man. Like, what do you think on that one?
Personally, I feel like maybe online dating, some they really took it seriously, because most of those people actually went on dating site. They're above, not like the majority. They're above 25, you understand, 30, or maybe some they are baby mamas. They already have children. You get it. They are looking for something to settle with. You understand? But when you mention something like the pop the balloon and find love, people are actually going there for hidden agendas. You understand? Like my sister Tamir here just said.
How do you know those aren't actors?
Sorry?
How do you know the pop the balloon people aren't just actors?
I've been actually watching the pop the balloon and found love for a very long time, because some people actually come for hidden agendas, and then the host actually told them, like, you know what, this is something that we have to take seriously. You understand? Because this is not like a game.
Yeah.
Because they are actually real people actually looking for someone to be in love with. You get it? So I feel like maybe that he was actually coming from like a truth and honesty point of view, because that is the main core of the show.
Yeah,
it's not like those reality show when we know they're just actors and all that kind of stuff, because somehow the people actually going there to just talk nonsense, like, I don't like you because you got this and this and that and that and that. Because
they would be on some dumb shit, bro.
Exactly. But real people actually looking for love out there. Yeah, that's all. Because right now, this is the social media. We have to take it like on another level, because people interact with anyone in different space and time.
Some people could just be like gaslighting you into saying some dumb shit, like
exactly. You know, exactly. Because if you feel offended, you're gonna do whatever you're trending.
Like lately, just to build a bit on this, lately we are all into manipulating each other as a human race. Like we literally clap hands for each other when it's like, yeah, I manipulate, I gaslit her, I gaslit him, yeah, I love bombed them. Like we're all into manipulating each other, and we think it's this amazing thing. Like, yeah, I got one, a big one. Like,
because this goes along to, you know, back in the days, there used to be arranged marriages. You understand? This is more like one, but you have to choose which person are you compatible with when you go to the exactly. But I feel like I don't know what you think about the arranged marriages, because I feel like when you get married to someone you really know, it's far much more better than someone you really don't know.
So do you feel like Tinder and them are kind of low-key arranged marriage? Like, because the system is what decides if you match with this person. So do you think in a way Tinder and all these Bumbles and their arranged relationship?
Yeah, that's the crazy part about social media, because you actually put that, you know, I like this, I like that and that. Then the social media is they actually to match you with the specific type of individuals with the same character and traits as you. Then they match you up. Then if you're compatible, then you actually date. But that's different, because when you get to know somebody in person, it's different. Like my brother Traex used to say that in the previous audio. He was saying that, you know what, if you're compatible with each other, you just have to interact like in person physically, not through the internet and all that kind of stuff, because internet right now is deceiving.
Yeah, it's this.
Exactly. Like,
Because it's even baking you on like is I checked like Google States, right?
Listen.
yeah, we are listening.
I already know the answer. She said, listen, hey.
Cook, let her cook, bro.
What I'm gonna say, if I do start one, I need some people to be paying up some bags. So
You
guys,
need some milk.
How much will you charge? Okay, let's see.
I'm still to decide when I start. But when I do, I'm gonna come on this podcast and be like, hey guys, so
yeah, we're gonna link
Subscribe to my
subscribe
channel.
Yeah, but there's just people
anything is
making
possible.
money from anything, you know.
Yeah,
it's like
because-
feeds or anything. It doesn't have to be like the pineapple or the
yeah.
The mangoes.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we have to understand that what are you gonna do with that money that you earn?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to invest,
It's all about the
in
value.
rights.
You understand?
You
Fuck
can do
yeah.
OnlyFans
Yeah.
forever, you know.
Exactly.
You can't
Because
just use that money and go buy like shoes and shit. Like,
Yeah, true.
But
You need
do you know
to-
like you can be a comedian and still be on OnlyFans? You know
Yeah,
that
it's
shit?
true,
but it all comes to a gift.
Affect your
A gift, because if you're gifted to be a comedian like Mr. Bean, yeah, you can be. You can be,
true.
yeah, because you just need guidance. Because I feel like these days, most of the children right there, they are not actually getting the parental guidance that they really need. You understand? So at the end of the day, you see a 18-year-old watching porn.
but to add on, like, it's possible to be a multi-dimensional being. Like, you don't have to just be a porn star, right? You can be a porn star and then you also own a cooking show and then you're also a director of fucking, like, there's so like, as a human being,
feel you.
your possibilities are endless. You
But
don't have to
there's-
just stick to the one thing and
But
just make it
there's-
your entire character.
There's cases where like people who did porn before, right?
Like Mia
they have-
Khalifa.
Yeah, they have like been complaining
Mia
about
Khalifa
like,
gets
people teaching
shit.
them.
Who's Mia Khalifa, bro?
yeah.
Even
You know
in a
it?
restaurant, someone will just come and tell you.
Yo,
That's the
sir, I'm
question. What
lost.
the fuck is
It's like
Mia
they
Khalifa?
own you now.
But guys, let me tell you an example. I'm
Mia
not her
Khalifa.
'cause I know her, bro. Like,
Who's Mia Khalifa though?
Who's Mia Khalifa though?
bruh, nah, fuck y'all.
fuck
But
y'all.
listen, so I follow Mia Khalifa, right?
Yeah.
On TikTok. So she makes just friendly TikToks, just doing nice shit,
Now
buying new
she's-
clothes,
now
blah, blah,
she's
blah.
volleying,
Yeah.
you know.
In the comments you open, the first thing is, I know you from my childhood. Oh, you made my childhood. Oh, I wonder how you feel. Like, it's constant sexualization, but it's
Exactly.
like she
It's
exists
now abuse,
outside
like,
of that.
it's now
Yeah,
they can't
yeah.
change, you know. But that's why I was saying that's the
It seems
bad
like
part
we
about
are the
prostitution, you know.
only ones who are
Internet
lost in
never
this
forgets,
conversation.
you know.
We seem like we are the only one who are
Oh,
lost
okay.
in this
Mia
conversation.
Khalifa is the
These guys are
A
fucked.
porn
porn
star.
star of,
Oh,
like
right.
our childhood. Like
No,
she's-
y'all deadass don't know Mia Khalifa?
I don't
She's,
know.
bro, she's like, I don't know, bro. She's like, I don't know, bro. You know, I used to watch. I used to
What
watch.
you laughing at?
I
What
used to
you
watch
laughing?
it. I used to watch it. You know.
Okay.
Yo, I used to watch it. So she was.
So I really feel
When I-
like
when
maybe
I was
so
watching-
tell me your experience with this whole pornography thing. Do you feel like sometimes you can get addictive to it so that you can stop watching pornography?
Bro, I feel like pornography, when you continue, like it becomes like a demon. You know.
Okay.
If you don't stop.
It is a demon. Huh?
Yeah, like no, like when you start, it's just a habit, you know. But when you are into it, like getting into it, you know, it becomes like kind of a built-up demon
That's
that you
true.
need.
So what
Yeah, it becomes a
education?
lot.
What education do you think young adults out there need to receive for them maybe to be aware?
Just a disclaimer.
awareness?
I watched Mia Khalifa on TikTok. I did not mean I watched it as porn.
Okay, Me, I watched it.
I
Exact-
don't
so
watch it as
what-
porn. I watched it as Mia
Okay,
Khalifa.
can you-
I used to watch porn before, but
So what education? If you stop
Yeah.
watching porn,
I stopped that way.
so now.
I stopped way back.
Okay, fine.
Nah,
so
nah,
now,
you know what I'm
what made
thinking?
you stop watching porn? And I think most of the viewers really want to know, like,
At least I stopped before I was addicted, you know.
so how do you determine the addiction?
Addiction versus the normal way. I think addiction is like when
So were you beating your meat when you're watching porn?
I was a child, nigga. I was a child. I couldn't. You know,
I'm a child, nigga. I know.
I'm a child, nigga. I know.
Yeah, I was just, you know, I think it just becomes back to kind of less parental advisory, you know. Like back then we used to just watch stuff. Sometimes our parents do not like really poking to exactly what we are watching, you know. Sometimes I feel like the first step it comes to the parents, like they have to be like strict with everything their child does,
But,
you know.
okay.
Second thing, I feel like get outside and get more girls, you know. If you get girls, you don't have time to watch porn because you are experiencing it live.
Do you agree with that?
You know, I'm
You agree
telling
with
you,
I look it.
90% of people who are addicted to porn don't have like actual relationships.
Listen,
Like the
I'm not
addicted
speaking
ones.
as personally, but
I don't know that.
I'm gonna
It's gonna
use
speak face
I.
now.
Yeah.
Like,
I could go out tonight and get 30 niggas. I'm still gonna wake up tomorrow,
And
open
watch-
some porn, and have my rose.
That's when it
Like,
becomes a
Exactly.
demon. That's why I was saying.
but
like,
how is it a
So-
demon?
becomes
Just
a
because I
demon.
don't wanna fuck some random guy I met that night, now I have a demon?
No, I'm talking about watching. I'm not talking about.
No, but that's not, like sometimes you don't watch because it's out of nowhere. It's like, okay, I feel like
You know,
it's
I feel
time.
like what Traex is
Like,
trying to say right now, for example, you don't feel the sexual desire to be intimate with somebody,
oh,
right?
like it's spiteful, like it's
exactly.
mental.
Now you
Oh,
feel
okay,
like
okay,
you're
okay,
satisfying yourself through
Out of
the
nothing.
dildo.
So it means like
Oh,
less
okay.
effort towards
Exactly.
real human.
Because right
Oh,
now,
okay,
if you're
okay.
trying to engage into be intimate
So
with somebody,
that's
you
a
don't feel
negative
like
impact.
you're
That's
connected.
very
That's fucked up.
You get
porn,
it, man.
Porn, I don't.
It really
I don't
fucked up
like-
your
Yeah,
mind.
I don't
yeah, I
vouch
see
for
the
porn, bro.
vision.
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
I see the
bro.
vision.
If you have any chance to stop porn or stop someone from
You
watching
should
porn,
stop it, like-
use that opportunity to stop that person because that's the baddest thing. you can
The crazy part about watching porn,
I mean,
I have
killing
heard
someone
this.
might be
I've
worse.
heard this story about this guy. He's been watching porn for a very long time. So he went to church to get deliverance. You get it. So they give him an anointing oil.
I
But
know
he
this
end-
one.
So he end up using the anointing oil.
Yeah, because they were like,
application.
listen, they were like,
Bro.
you need to use it before you sleep. You need to apply it before you sleep, bruh.
What, bro?
What did he apply to?
Yeah,
What
they're
is
like,
wrong, bro?
yeah, I know that story, bruh.
What is bro always trying to create stories?
I'm being for real.
Sorry, bro. I hate it, bro. Nigga was like, we went to church and the pastor was like,
Yeah.
everybody who is like a masturbation addiction, stand up.
Stand up.
And then they stood up and they were giving, they were like, they prayed for them and then they were giving like,
And they were
anointing
actually,
oil.
and the funny fact, they were
We're
actually
giving-
speaking in tanks.
Exactly.
I don't know.
They were
what
giving,
happened.
they were
The fact
giving
that you can
anointing
do
oil.
it while not speaking in tongues.
That's-
Were they?
Yeah, because, you know what? I don't know what you all
This is a
think
crazy
about.
story, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I was like, oh, really, nigga? You get it? You end up using the anointing oil as look.
Now he uses the anointing oil, bro.
And he
That's a crazy story. I'm not gonna lie, but
so that's the power of addiction. You get
I
it?
feel you, bro. I feel you.
So I don't know. We are just living.
you know the crazy thing about
Crazy
addiction is like whatever addiction you have, it starts as something like let me just try it one time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop.
Exactly. But you
No,
know what?
not
One
you.
thing,
And then you
one
trip
thing,
and be
one
addicted
thing
to
about
anything.
one thing about watching porn, right? If you're doing drugs, there's rehabs for drugs. But do you think that there's rehabs for?
There are.
watch- They are.
Yeah.
For
Like-
porn.
They are.
Hey,
You know what? I
where's-
get it.
Where's
I-
the for porn?
Yeah, please.
What do you wanna take?
It's not like I'm a porn addict. I'm just
No.
Listen,
Guys, she's not saying
Open
that
the
she's a porn
context.
addict, right?
Yes.
But I feel like
I know
I've
they're
never
there.
heard about the rehab because most people go for therapy.
no,
Yeah.
there's porn rehabilitation, like
Okay.
sex as well. Like it's kind of close linked because there's people who are addicted to sex.
Exactly.
So porn is very close to that. They usually link both. And I have people who I know, not that I even know their names really.
Don't even
but
mention.
I've heard the stories. I've seen their lifestyle, like stuff like it's one. Yeah.
It's like, yo, so
Did
there's
they-
rehabs. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
But let me say something. Let me say something about
Now,
rehabilitation.
I really want to know because you know what, we are living in a society with different things. For example, in Zim, I don't think the actual rehab like that.
Oh, no,
Because I
as
remember
in
Saint
Gujeni
Flo
in Blues,
when he
I
was
don't
on
know.
drugs. He had to go to South Africa for rehab.
Now,
You
like
understand?
in Zim, they are rehabs for drugs, but like,
There's a lot of pornography rehab.
That's the effect of just taking someone away from home, the furthest you can take.
Bro,
That's
you
the
can
point.
never take someone away from his dick. it's his hand and his dick. He's just spitting his
They'll be
meat.
given, you know.
What?
other
That's what,
things.
this is what I want to say. This is what I want to say. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you
I
something.
think in the rehab they'll be given.
You don't understand
Nah,
the
like
power of
Traex,
that
listen,
thing.
listen. This is what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
This is what I was gonna say. Like, rehab might help. It can help.
Okay.
But like, it all comes down to you. It's your
As an
decision.
individual.
Because you might go to rehab for like 2 years, but like you might come back and still
that
do
meat again.
exactly again. It all comes to you to say, nah, I need to stop this.
Yeah, I feel you.
I need to stop taking these
Exactly.
drugs. I need to stop doing this and
But
that.
by the way, on
That's fact.
that thing, yeah. So what's the you seem to be the mastermind for the girls, bro. What's the idea to get girls? Teach the young adults who are masturbating how to get girls.
Why do they need to get off in the first place?
Okay,
Control
guys,
your dick and focus on getting money.
Guys,
Fuck.
guys.
They are masturbating because they are not getting girls, you know.
No.
So
Get
no,
money. Stop getting
I don't think it's not about
It's
getting
like-
girls though, but like, cause like,
no, guys, you really need to understand puberty stage. You understand?
Oh,
Because you cannot actually tell your 12-year-old exactly. You cannot tell your 12-year-old brother to engage into sexual
Also,
intercourse with
it's
somebody.
like a phase.
you
You
know
have to
what?
go through.
It's a phase, but you just have to let go.
But
Because
Guys,
one,
50 years
speaking of
old,
puberty,
that's
I have a random
Yeah.
question, right?
Yeah.
In the movies, they always show guys like masturbating in socks. Is that a thing that you guys do? Like
hey, me, I don't. Which movie is that?
in movies,
I don't
there's
know.
always
What is
someone
that?
in socks.
Moses.
Like,
No. They say that shit though.
So no,
Yeah.
in the movie, yeah,
Yeah.
for real.
So
in
I
the
need to
movies,
know.
It's in the movies.
Which movie?
done.
Please, can you just mention?
In the movie,
No, like,
usually
no,
it's tissues
bruh.
and socks.
Yes, it's
You know,
tissues and
sinners.
socks.
Sinners.
Like it's
In a lot of
socks.
movies that I watched before, it's socks.
Especially those teenage movies.
I see.
Socks
He's a
and
fan of
always-
that.
I
Yeah,
recently
with the
heard about
magazine-
socks
with the
thing, but
magazine,
like,
they have a
They
magazine.
always have
That's their-
magazines,
And the magazine.
tissues and socks.
magazine, lotion,
Yeah.
tissues or socks. That's the
What
kit. That's the kit.
For example, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, how many movies did they make? He was
Yeah,
masturbating
you know,
in socks.
yeah, they were
Like,
tissues and-
I'm talking
Nivea
those type of
lotion.
movies, those teenage
Yeah.
fake movies.
Nivea
It's always a
lotion,
sock. So I was like,
socks or
maybe it's
socks or
men, maybe
tissue.
that's what you guys
I've never heard
Yeah,
about
that's
that
the
before.
kit, bro. I'm telling you.
I don't know about socks, bruh.
You know what?
About the socks
You,
part,
you-
I'm not
you
gonna
know
lie,
what?
bruh.
You know what, guys? I think the idea of knowing what is masturbating. That's the problem to other kids. Because you know what? How do you come to know about masturbation? Can you just
For me, it was from other people.
exactly? So when your mom is telling you, "I don't want you to live with these people," bro, you have to listen. But at the end of the day, now look what you were doing, beating your meat at 12.
No, but how do you control what someone tells you? That's the problem. 'Cause
No,
I can't control what you tell me. 'cause
Yeah, I cannot control. Yeah, these are words. These are words. But then I'm just trying to lay out this parental guidance because I think like most parents are actually they really need to learn what is actually parental guidance because right now you know a 12-year-old is watching a movie like Sinners. It's written 18 PG 18, but she or he is actually watching that movie. But he's much more into that movie. You get it? So what are the young adults learning from that specific?
Yeah, so
type
I
of
think
movie?
after, as I was researching, right, I learned that masturbation or self-stimulation can trigger the release of several hormones and neurotransmitters that can contribute to feelings of pleasure and well-being.
But do you guys not feel like
oxytocin,
that should be
whatever.
normal?
So dopamine is another like hormone. So like when you masturbate, right, there's hormones that you release.
Fun
you know.
fact.
So
women
after
release
releasing those
dopamine
hormones,
every 2 weeks. We have a
Yeah.
dopamine like if I'm wrong,
Yeah,
sorry, don't
there's
find me
women
in
who
the comment
masturbate
section.
too.
But every 2 weeks we have a dopamine increase, right? And then after that we have the ovulation week, and then we have the luteal phase where everything drops and we are just, you know, up on just the rah rah rah. Like so.
is it true that when a woman is ovulating, they're like trying
Yeah.
to take you to come with me
Oh,
now, right now?
they're trying
Yeah,
to
I
land
don't
you,
know.
bruh. Like
Bro,
what
you
the.
didn't know, bro.
I mean,
I've heard about that.
I am
I'm
a
not gonna lie.
12-year-old. when it comes to this.
Bro, that's true, bro.
No, but basically, that's
look at
the
this
fact.
motherfucker.
So that's why I'm
Come
like,
with me right now.
come with me now.
like
You
kidnap
come here,
someone.
like not even kidnap you. There's not enough time for that.
Right now.
Rip them
here,
off
right
now. nah, but like
But-
that's how
but
it
like-
works.
What were you actually mentioning about?
I was just talking about like how the hormonal exchange is mad because for women, there's that week, right? But even in that moment, we're not out here doing the most. Like, we can actually have that self-composure. Then even in the luteal phase, where we're now feeling more testosterone, which is more like y'all, and we're more hyperly, it's not even sexual, it's just, we're just more angry.
If you didn't know much about this, you wouldn't know that this actual thing exists.
That's the thing. Women analyze you. Men don't. Men don't care what you have to think or say, but women do, and that's how they fucking get you every fucking time.
So what you mean? No, I don't get.
What's the game, bro?
No.
Let us know.
I'm lost.
Yeah,
I'm
please,
lost.
please, educate me.
I plead the fifth.
No. You don't have to plead the fifth. But I just want to know what you actually say. What are you saying?
What the fuck is weed?
She doesn't want to explain further, bro. But yeah, so there is this story, right? I forgot to tell.
Oh, we jumping in another.
Yeah, I think because she didn't like.
You don't want it? Are you sure? all right.
Yeah.
It's
So
cool.
there is this story, right? So I forgot to tell you like last week, you know. I didn't know, bro. Like there's now transgender Zimbabweans, bro. Like I was shocked also, bro.
Here we go again.
What do you mean?
Here we go again.
What do you mean transgender Zimbabweans?
Bro, I didn't know, bro. I thought it was just a European or American thing.
Nah,
But
anyway,
you know,
any continent, any country,
it happen,
they
you
can
know.
be a transgender.
So there's this story, bro. Yeah, you
Nah.
know, this guy
Nah.
of mine.
What do you mean?
Because you know what the can I say the transition from being a man?
Transmitter.
I don't know.
Transmission.
Is it the right word? I know. I don't think there's the most appropriate word to use. But then I'm just saying the transition from being a male to a female. I think it was actually broached recently, right?
Nah, do you know what's a transgender? You can be born. You can be born. You can be like a man with like. Okay, let me say you can be a female, but like your genital whatever.
Yeah,
parts,
I get where you're coming from, but I think when I was actually growing up in my days, we actually know if a woman or maybe if a girl trying to be a boy, we just mentioned that she's a tomboy.
Not in
Like,
this case,
I'm
you're not
just-
trying to be a boy.
No. I'm
Your
just saying.
your body part is.
No,
That was no.
that's not it, bro.
So
you are
you-
born with the female parts, but you have male brain. That's why they like change the parts.
So I'm
They-
saying-
So what's a transgender? So
They
what?
It
change
was-
your parts to make your brain. That's the thing.
Exactly, that's the transition
They
from you
change
being a
your
male
body
to a
parts to
female.
make your
So
brain.
that's why I'm saying back then we used to just know like he's gay, he's lesbian, and all that kind of stuff. This transition part we never knew about it. But that's why this what do you call it? LG?
LGBTQ.
HDMI PS5, bro.
Exactly, exactly.
Guys.
Because we that's
Bro.
what you mean.
No, bro.
Anyway, so that's how we.
Yeah, that's the thing. So with the story, right? So this guy of mine linked me with a girl.
No.
So I linked with the girl.
Oh
right?
no.
Yeah, I came and see. So
You came.
no, bro. Like, no, that's not it, man. So I went to see the girl and we linked up with the girl and everything, yeah. So I was close like this, bro, with the girl. Like I almost
Wait. Girl or boy?
I'm saying it as it is, but I'll change it later, you know. So I'm like, at this point, I'm thinking it's a girl. That's why I'm saying she, you know. At this point, I'm thinking it's a girl, you know. So later on, we're chilling, bro, you know. So I'm like, so the guys came. So that's when the guys were like, they had to chat with me on WhatsApp, you know. They were like, yo, you know, like how you can just talk to someone in the
So
same
the girl's
scenario.
trans.
It was trans. So she
How
wasn't
did you
like.
feel? How did you feel?
I almost kissed the girl, you know.
So what did you feel after knowing? So what did you?
At least I didn't kiss, so I felt great because I didn't kiss, you know. I was like,
So would you have felt bad if you had?
oh my god, I would have killed myself.
Stop
Why?
lying.
Why is it so bad for men to accept
RJ.
kissing a trans woman?
my-
Like,
No.
what's the bad?
You must go find
Come
someone
on.
who
Out
wants
of this
that.
bitch, I'm not gonna
That's the
say
point.
shit.
Oh, okay.
This one was not transparent enough, bro. This one was not transparent enough.
Because if someone
Find
actually
someone-
transitioned from a male to a female,
Say
he or she is considering himself as a female, so he doesn't have to tell you that.
no. You have to explain that I know who became a female. At least so that I know exactly, because I know exactly what I want.
Me, I don't have
No,
anything
but that's
to
like
say
us
about
all.
that.
We all have to now explain who we are. That means when you approach me as a single guy, you have to be like, "Hey, I am Bob. I am a single guy with no females, and all I like are men."
Do you have to do that though?
No.
Exactly.
So why should the trans be like, "Hey, I am Alice, but I was Bob 2 years ago, and
You
now
should
I
have
am
known.
female."
Your ancestors were supposed to tell you that this is a
Yes,
guy.
Bro.
You don't have to
Ah,
explain. So
come
why
on.
should they
So
explain?
how did your homie find out that he was a man?
They saw like the athletic level.
So how did you fail to see that those athletic?
For me,
Yes. It sounds like a you
I think
problem,
I'm
really.
bad. I think I'm bad at reading people.
I
Better
sounds like a
reading
you
people. You
problem.
ain't that.
The jaws also, you know, they
Now
Bro
you're
is saying he cannot differentiate.
imagine,
No.
imagine.
Bro,
Come on,
Honestly.
man. Come on.
Bro, he had big boobies, bro.
Boobies. I don't
Bro,
know
he
what
was-
boobies mean.
Bro,
What about the structure though?
good structure, bro. As a girl, bro. I was like, yo, you
Is a girl, but you're now talking about the jaws.
no.
See, the
I'm
fact
saying
that
like
you
No,
see her
what you
as
saying
female.
no?
blinded by
The love.
by the ass and
You
the boobies.
come on, come on. People are getting BBL. What you mean?
Bro, I was blinded.
Come on,
My
man.
fault, now I know, bro.
Nah.
Because I didn't
Nah,
think
man.
Zimbabwean.
Nah, man.
I didn't think that I would find
Nah.
Zimbabwean transgender.
Nah.
Crazy story.
Crazy story, bro. But
End of
Stories
the
that
story.
never happened.
Exactly, but I feel like right now it's actually dangerous because the more you interact with other people,
Bro was in Thailand.
yeah,
I was in Thailand, bro. But anyways, yeah, I survived the war, bro.
Shout out
So,
to Thailand.
yeah, shout out, man. So anyway,
But anyway, to wrap this up, just don't hit anyone. That's why I
Just
feel
don't what?
like the arranged marriages were actually better than just hitting on anybody.
yeah,
You just don't know.
True.
Exactly.
You're right, man. So,
Okay.
Chichadzosa chivanhu chedu chakudhaya.
yeah, we'll bring it back in
Exactly.
everything. So
Nah, I don't agree.
we gonna be alright.